Jim is a very positive person. He was always looking for that next thing that could help him.
I've had a positive attitude since basically day one.
The doctors pretty much told him they don't know what they could get out of him, and his goal was to see exactly what he could do.
A lot of it was him trusting us, and once he had that trust, he worked hard.
On February 14th, Valentine's Day, I slipped on the ice and went flat on my back. I was very weak. Basically, from the waist down, I had no strength.
So when Jim came to us, he had like a pretty extensive back surgery, and there was an abscess that unfortunately had an infection and kind of caused where he ended up losing a lot of his function.
I couldn't sit up. Didn't have the strength. I could not sit up just like this.
We just have to start at the beginning with them and, you know, start with the strength first and his trunk strength and getting transfers.
And, he was trusting us to move him and trusting some of these machines to lift and taking his hands away.
We have a standing frame, so it has a sling that goes around, supports under his bottom to build strength, in his legs and get them, stimulate the muscles.
So I was putting just a little tiny bit, but it was teaching me how to stand again. It helped a lot.
And initially, he comes in and he has no movement of his legs. It was quite a challenge because how can I get exercise going when he can't even get out of his wheelchair? For him, I thought if we could activate that quad, he might, in his brain, learn how to do it himself. And one of the only ways to do it was by stimulating that muscle and have him also watch it, learn, and see how he had to do it. And I'll never forget watching him come in and say, "Seth, look at, I can move my legs." And so we built on that. He said his goal was to stand. The first time was incredible. His wife was there and
It felt great. Felt great.
Yay!
And I have the picture I have on my phone. They're cheering me because I've gotten so far.
And then from there, we said, well, what else can we do? How else can we progress? And he was watching all the pieces of the puzzle come together, and all of a sudden, we're in a whole new person. I think the big turning point that I thought was really incredible is he actually brought his mom here to watch him, and I think that was the biggest motivation for him to take his first step.
That was the first time I was on the parallel bars walking upright with my arms.
When I watch somebody come in here like Jim, and he rolled in a wheelchair without being able to move his legs, and now we're spending the sessions walking around the gym, and he's telling me all these great things he's doing, the restaurants they're going to, his life is opened up, and that's why I love it, is because, again, I love serving our community in Northern Michigan, and for us to be right in his backyard and for us to be able to help him out that way, I think that that's everything.
I want to keep walking. I want to keep walking. I can do it.
He's come a long way, so to be able to see him up walking now, in the road that he's gone on, it's amazing.
And seeing that the patients that you worked with, you actually made a difference in their life, it kind of gives that roundedness of why we do what we do.
You can do it. Take the time. Listen to your therapist.
I want him to be able to do everything that he needs to do in his daily life on his own. Whether that's eventually walking without a walker or with a cane, I don't know what that's going to be, but hopefully it's just increasing that independence, letting him feel like he's got this, that he's on his own and he doesn't need our help anymore.